Welcome back to the Crypto Millionaires Club. It is your host, and today we're going to be diving down into this awesome article that I just found talking about PulseChain, and I think you guys will like it as well. So obviously we haven't had any type of big news lately, other than the fact that there has been another delay on the launch. So if you guys will, be sure that you smash up that like button to help this video get out to other people. When you smash up that like button, it actually helps us bring in new investors or potential investors for PulseChain and PulseX. But most importantly, smash up the subscribe button, because as you guys can see, we are covering PulseChain, PulseX, Hex every single day. All right, so make sure you guys are part of the family. So this article that I found today is on investmentu.com. It's talking about PulseChain crypto. So obviously it states right here, PulseChain crypto, how to prepare for the big airdrop. Well, this was posted on May 18th, 2022. All right, so literally just a few days ago. And I want to make this very clear that we have already had our snapshot whenever it comes to the testnet. However, we are still waiting for our snapshot whenever it comes to the main net. So it states right here that the great PulseChain crypto airdrop is around the corner, and it promises to be a big deal. After all, it's a complete fork of the Ethereum network. That means that every asset that ever existed on Ethereum will be copied and also available on the PulseChain blockchain. Interesting. So the only exception to this rule is that every Ethereum token will be converted to one of PulseChain's native tokens, also known as Pulse or PLS, on a one-to-one basis. So what's the big idea behind this fork? Well, efficiency for starters. We've heard for years that Ethereum blockchain is a slow and somewhat cumbersome one. This opened the opportunity for the likes of Solana and Bitgert to make inroads. It also is a long been noted that the mining process of Ethereum is not most environmentally friendly. This is at least one of the reasons Ethereum has planned to launch Ethereum 2. So this new version will make a proof of stake system. This is as opposed to the old proof of work model it had relied on since its inception. However, the forthcoming PulseChain crypto project is pumping the gas and speeding up the process, so to speak. This isn't actually part of the Ethereum 2 launch. Instead, think of this as a companion to Ethereum, at least for the time being. And this is very true, ladies and gentlemen. So obviously, we are not supposed to see PulseChain as a competitor. Got to make that very, very, very clear, okay? It is supposed to be a companion. It is supposed to make things more efficient. It is supposed to, take off the load whenever it comes to the Ethereum blockchain. It's supposed to make things better, right? That is what we're looking for, okay? So why this PulseChain project really matters? Well, the main difference between Ethereum and PulseChain crypto project will be the speed and the cost. So PulseChain will employ a delegated proof of stake mechanism. This will allow for much faster transaction speeds. It will be capable of hundreds of transactions per second as opposed to Ethereum's 13. We already know this. So on top of this, Ethereum miners need to hash complex quotations for the chance to be rewarded ETH. However, validators of Pulse will simply focus on securing network transactions in return for a small fee. This should greatly reduce the amount of energy needed to be rewarded for PulseChain crypto tokens. I like that. So, however, what truly separates Pulse from ETH is every PLS token will be created at launch. So opposed to the traditional means of ever-expanding supply of coins. And over time, 75% of transaction fees will be burned, thus reducing the total supply over time. This makes it truly a deflationary token. This will also prove to be a very interesting experiment. Whenever PulseChain crypto project launches exact copies of smart contracts ERC20 tokens, users' accounts, NFTs will exist on PulseChain, at least up to the latest block number of Ethereum at the time of launch. And another big question is how these cloned assets will be regarded. For instance, stablecoins will likely lack the support they have from being pegged to a collateralized asset. That should make them as useful as Terra's Luna, but they're likely to be a whole lot of uncertainty in the beginning stages, and we should all expect some volatility in the markets upon the launch of PulseChain crypto. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to know, what do you guys think about this? All right, what do you guys think about this? So obviously, we already know that the transactions are going to be a lot faster, right? Not only that, but the whenever it comes to the validators, right? It's going to be less energent efficient. So which is better, okay? That is important. So we're talking about less transactions. We're talking about better efficiency whenever it comes to energy, right? But right here, it's even talking about how Ethereum always expands. We're not going to see any type of expansion whenever it comes to PulseChain. So PulseChain is going to be deflationary, okay? And over time, as it states, 75% of the transaction fees, they will be burned, reducing the total supply. So this is big, you guys. So the fact that PulseChain, like I stated, not a competitor, but we are trying to see it as a companion to make things easier whenever it comes to the Ethereum network, right? So more about the fork, we'll talk about this most likely in another video, but the bottom line on PulseChain crypto is that PulseChain crypto project is exciting and much needed addition to the blase crypto markets right now. It should add a much needed boost in interest. Plus, it will be introducing a whole new series of tokens to the mix, even if a whole lot of them will be worthless. So lastly, if you're looking to participate in PulseChain crypto airdrop, you will have to do is sign into your wallet and set up network to PulseChain. You can see the wallets will fork this here. From there, you'll have access to tokens you have in the PulseChain network. So if you guys don't know what he's talking about, obviously you guys need to make sure that you need to have tokens in your Ethereum mainnet on your MetaMask, right? So they can be copied over to the PulseChain mainnet once it launches, all right? So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, definitely have to admit I like this article. Provides a lot of insight, and I think it's going to be great for PulseChain once it launches. All right, so thank you guys so much for being here. You guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you in our next videos, and ciao.